Hey guys, it's Max, and I just wanted to tell you guys today about my creepy TMJ dentist experience. Oh my goodness. I'm not a person that is like, oh, I'm afraid to go to the dentist, I'm afraid to go to the doctor, because I'm really not. I was just afraid to go to this specific dentist because I feel like he was nuts. It sounds like I'm exaggerating, but I'm really not. Okay, so the story takes place about 2 years ago. I had just moved to the city and I was going to college here. I was just on my own for a few days after my parents left, but then suddenly I had a problem with my jaw. I couldn't open my mouth all the way. Like, all the way is like this, but I was like this. Since I couldn't open my mouth all the way, my cousin, who at the time was kind of like my guardian here, she took me to a dentist that was near our school. But the dentist said that no, I don't specialize in jaw problems. You have to go to an orthodontist. So we went to an orthodontist. My jaw wasn't necessarily in pain, but it was so annoying because I couldn't eat properly and it just wouldn't budge. It was like stuck like this. So after we went to the dentist, we're just gonna call his name Dr. P. So we went to the dentist office and it was just a few blocks from our school. And when we went there, the first thing I noticed is that there were no windows in the office and the lights were very, very dim. So that was already creepy enough. There was a little boy like screaming like bloody murder in the room. I could hear it. And I was already not feeling this place at all. They have this TV and it's playing horror movies. I don't like horror movies. This isn't just about me not liking horror movies, but the fact that they're playing this in a dentist office where people are already tense, there's children, it's creepy. So finally I actually go to see the dentist and I told him my problem and he said, oh, you have something wrong with your TMJ. And apparently that's like a disorder in your jaw. It was caused by like the misalignment of my teeth or whatever. And he's telling me about TMJ, what it is, what he can do to help me. Anyways, when he's looking at my teeth in the appointment, I noticed a few things. My cousin is in the waiting room waiting for me. And I tell him my problem, like with my TMJ. I tell him I can't open my mouth all the way. And he says, ah, yes, you have a serious problem. I was just taken back, like, you just told me I have a serious problem with a smile on your face. And then he does like this thing with me where he has to like test my strength in my body and stuff. And honestly, I felt kind of uncomfortable. I don't know, I just felt like he was a bit touchy-feely and I was not comfortable in that situation at all. And then he looks in my mouth and he opens my mouth all the way up and he's like, talking to me about TMJ. He has his dentist assistant take pictures of me and he doesn't even tell me about it. I'm like, what are you doing? Oh yes, we're taking pictures of your mouth for before and after. But he never told me about it. I didn't consent to it. He just started doing it randomly. He has a book of past patients that were dealing with TMJ and he's like showing me the before and after. And I'm thinking, well, did these people consent to these pictures being shown to others? I don't want you to just show my pictures to people, but I didn't tell him that, but I really should have, because I have a problem where I can't tell people when I have a problem with them. I'm kind of a pushover. Anyways, he opens my mouth and he looks in my teeth, and I guess my hair is in the way. Instead of him saying, oh, your hair is in the way, can you please move it? His hands had just been in my mouth. We're moving my hair out of my face. And saliva was getting all over my face, I swear. He didn't even say, can you please move your hair? He just did it himself, and my face is all wet with my own spit. So I felt absolutely disgusting. And even through all this, I just decide, just keep your mouth shut. This guy's just gonna fix your jaw. I just put all my bad feelings on the back burner and I decided I'm gonna go with it. So the next day, my mom comes into town. She talks with the dentist about what needs to be done. They make a brace so that it could align my teeth better. So in a few days, my jaw is actually better. It's not stuck anymore. kind of like does this pop thing when it opens all the way, but at least it opens all the way. We prepay for a bunch of appointments in advance just to do a checkup on my mouth to make sure that it's doing progress. We prepay for like 15 appointments in advance. And my cousin is supposed to be the one taking me to my appointments. Anyway, when we were supposed to go to the dentist, she is so late picking me up. And then we go to the dentist and, oh, sorry, you're late to your appointments. We'll entertain you once we're done entertaining all these other people that have their appointments. My cousin is pissed off. She's like, oh, why can't you do your appointment now? And it's because you're late, cousin. Anyway, I decide my cousin is unreliable and she pissed me off by being late. So I don't have anybody else to take me to the appointments. It's just her and I don't want to rely on her. And at the same time, my dentist, every time I go there, it's so creepy. Lights dim, horror movie. He's putting saliva in my face. He's doing these tests to test my strength. He's taking pictures of me when I don't even want him to take pictures of me. Just all these things stacking up. And of course, I can't say anything about it because I don't speak up when I feel uncomfortable. Given all these factors, my cousin, the dentist, I decide, you know, screw everything. I'm not going anymore. I don't care if I prepaid for these appointments. 3 months go by and I don't go to any of the appointments that were scheduled for me. And I did feel guilty about it. I was thinking like, we spent all this money and you're not going. But at the same time, I was like, we don't need that guy. I already have the brace. We would just be doing checkups in that place anyway. So one day, I tried to open my mouth and it's stuck again. And I'm thinking, oh, maybe it'll be like last time, it'll be stuck, but in a few days it'll be okay. But then a month goes by and it's stuck. It won't open all the way. So finally, I tell my dad, and my dad's like, okay, I guess we have to go to the dentist. I tell my dad, can we please not go to the same dentist I've been at last time? He creeps me out. I was telling him about how the office is dim, they're playing horror movies. I think it sounded very bizarre to him. And he was just telling me, you know what, this dentist already knows about your situation. He's already worked on you. We should go to him. So anyway, we go into the dentist appointment, just me and my dad. My dad's never been in this place. Of course, there's a horror movie playing in time for my appointment, and I'm just hoping that they can unlock my jaw. I'm actually asking all these questions, and they aren't entertaining them. They either smile or give me an answer that's not really an answer, and that makes it even worse. I don't know what they're doing to my jaw. They're like massaging it, like trying to open it. Felt really bad. And I asked them, if you can't unlock it, am I gonna need to have surgery? And he said, we're gonna do everything you can so that we can avoid surgery. My jaw itself, just being locked, wasn't painful, but when he tugged on it, it was painful. It was painful, and then he like popped my other jaw. And oh, I was so confused and asked what was going on, and they didn't tell me what was going on. Finally, 2 hours later, we left the appointment, and I was like crying because they just like popped my other jaw. And my dad is asking me, are you okay? And I was like, no, I'm not okay. And he tells me that I was right about the horror movies. The time that he was in there, they played a horror movie about a guy that was stuck in this medical center and they cut his leg off and they weren't giving him any information. And they played another horror movie after that. My dad was asking, why would somebody play that in a dentist office? My parents before were kind of pissed off that I didn't go to the appointments, but after that day, my dad just seeing everything with his own eyes, he knew why I could not go back, and we never went back after that. After that, actually, I think my jaw kind of healed on its own. It's not perfect, it's not how it was before this whole TMJ situation, but it's definitely a lot better. Kind of cracks when it opens and closes, but that was a lot better than it was before. And if there's anything that I can say, any piece of advice I would give based on the story, it is that, especially in like a doctor's appointment or a dentist appointment, if you're not feeling comfortable, you shouldn't just keep that to yourself. You should tell somebody the discomfort you're feeling. It would have saved me a lot of stress if I had just said from the get-go, this dentist makes me feel comfortable. If I had just told the dentist from the get-go, can you please not do this? Can you please not do that? I really regret not speaking up for myself in that situation. And I guess that's it for today's video. If you guys like this video, please leave a thumbs up, subscribe, post new videos every week. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, the links are in the description below. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next adventure. So